Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to TTVNews with some last events in our province, and I will come into details. Ladies and gentlemen, the chairman of Tây Ninh Provincial People's Committee, Phạm Văn Tân, had a meeting with the Kim Ha City delegation of South Korea as a part of their working visit on December the 17th at the Provincial People's Committee headquarters. This is considered as an opportunity for further promote the friendly and cooperative relationship between Vietnam and Korea in general, as well as between Tây Ninh Province and Kim Ha City in particular.
Attending the reception, there were also leaders of Tây Ninh Provincial People's Committee Office and related departments and agencies of the province. The delegation of Kim Ha City was led by Mr. Hong Sung-ok, Head of Administration Department, General Affairs Division. The delegation was also accompanied by other leaders of the General Affairs Division, Agricultural Technology Committee, and Talent Education Support Board. At the meeting, Mr. Phạm Văn Tân gave basic information about the socio-economic situation of the province and expressed hope that the friendly and cooperative relationship between Tây Ninh Province and Kim Ha City will be further developed. The provincial leadership considered the visit of Kim Ha City delegation as an opportunity to promote Tây Ninh image and people, whereby Tây Ninh Province can call Korean investors to increase their presence in the locality. On behalf of Tây Ninh provincial leaders, the provincial chairman presented a souvenir logo of Tây Ninh Province to the head of Kim Ha City Administration Department and other members of the delegation to express his desire to strengthen the relationship between the two localities. Earlier in 2016, Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee Phạm Văn Tân and the delegation of Tây Ninh Province paid a visit to South Korea and signed cooperation agreements with Kim Ha City, covering some fields such as agriculture, trade, culture, sport, tourism, science and technology, and public management. A part of the visit to Tây Ninh Province, the delegation of Kim Ha City of South Korea and Tây Ninh Province agreed to sign an exchange and cooperation program in some fields between the two localities. Attending the signing ceremony, there were Mr. Trương Văn Hùng, Chief of Office of National Assembly Delegation, Provincial People's Council and People's Committee, together with leaders of related departments and branches. On behalf of Kim Ha City delegation, they had Mr. Hong Sung-ok, Head of Administration Department, General Affairs Division, and other members of the delegation. In the field of arts and culture, the two sides will visit each other on occasion of typical festive programs. In the field of tourism and sports, the two sides will organize and attend seminars to introduce tourism products and sport exchange. Second-month programs will also be implemented so that civil servants can learn new and advanced services, key operational skills being promoted in two areas. Tây Ninh and Kim Ha City will cooperate to transfer advanced agricultural technology and techniques in agricultural production. In the field of economics, the two regions will have diversified cooperation and economic exchange programs to promote each other's development and agreement on some other issues. The signings considered as a result of the friendship and cooperation agreement between Tây Ninh Province and Kim Ha City of South Korea since 2016.
In the morning of December the 16th, the inspection team of the Central Council for Emulation and Rewards, led by Mrs. Đăng, Thịnh, member of the party's Central Committee, Vice State President of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam, and the first Vice Chairwoman of Central Council for Emulation and Rewards, had a meeting with the leaders of Tây Ninh Province on emulation and commendation work.
Attending the reception for the inspection team, there were Mr. Phạm Viết Thanh, member of the Party Central Committee, Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee, and Mr. Phạm Văn Tân, Deputy Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee and Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee. Reporting to the delegation, Deputy Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee Nguyễn Thanh Ngọc said that last few years, the party committees, the authorities, the Fatherland Front committees, and social-political organizations totally grasped and raised the awareness of emulation and commendation, especially implemented strictly the Directive number 34 of the Politburo on continuing to renew the commendation work associated with strengthening the implementation of Directive 18 of the Prime Minister on successfully implementing the mission of the socio-economic development in 2016-2020 period. Speaking at the meeting, Chairman Phạm Văn Tân said that despite facing many difficulties and challenges, but with the efforts of all level sectors, branch committees, unions and people of all strata, through the launching of patriotic emulation movements, the socio-economic development of Tây Ninh province has developed quite well in the last years. The province has achieved important achievements in the set target. The province's economic and social infrastructure has been improved. Many activities in the field of social culture have changed positively and come into people's lives. In the coming time, the provincial authorities are going to strengthen and reinforce the culture for emulation and rewards at all levels, being able to advise the committees and the government on the emulation and combination work. Concluding the meeting, Vice State President Đăng Tỉnh appreciated the achievements that Tây Ninh has achieved over the last few years, especially emphasized the poverty reduction work that Tây Ninh has implemented in 2019. In the coming time, the Vice State President asked the local authorities to continue improving the incentive policies to attract investment interested in cultural and social fields, paying special attention to health sector. Regarding the emulation and commendation work, the Vice State President suggested that the province continue to pay more attention to the emulation movements that the government Prime Minister has launched.
The People Committee of Bằng District on December the 17th organized a workshop on approving the tourism development project till 2020 and vision to 2030.
The project includes contents as follows: potential and real situation, solutions, market development orientations, and tourism products, priority investment projects, forecast on the number of tourists to Bằng district in the near future, and tourism income forecast for the 2020 period, orientation to 2030. Speaking at the seminar, Mr. Hà Minh Giáo, Vice Chairman of the District People's Committee, proposed to hold conference so that the authorities can discuss solutions to exploit the eco-tourism resort spiritual model, attracting domestic and international visitors, expanding the form of community tourism, enhancing the promotion and raising the awareness of people about protecting the tourism environment. Bằng district, located on the terrain of ancient alluvial peneplains, a land with a long and proud history. The district is also located on the road from Ho Chi Minh City to Cambodia, 43 km from Ho Chi Minh City and 40 km from Mộc Bài border gate. The transport system connects with Tây Ninh City, other districts of the province, as well as Bình Dương, Bình Phước, and Long An provinces. Moreover, the district blessed with abundant and diverse natural resources. Many places, revolutionary relics, historical and cultural relics are classified at national and provincial levels. Besides, the intangible cultural heritage have been reserved, raising the cultural beauty of Trang's homeland. These great advantages and potentials will pave the way for Bằng district to strongly develop the ties of community, spiritual, cultural, historical, and culinary tourism, etc. The report of State Bank branch in Tây Ninh province shows that in 2019, the capital mobilization in the locality was more than 45.5 trillion Vietnam dong, up 12% over the same period last year. The mobilized capital has achieved a good growth rate because commercial banks have taken good care of customers and maintained various and diversified forms of mobilization with many utilities. Accordingly, the total outstanding loans in the province reached over 57.3 trillion Vietnam dong, up 16% compared to the same period. Currently, there are more than 3,000 small and medium-sized enterprises and 229,000 individual households in the province borrow over 20 trillion Vietnam dong to invest in production and business. Many banks have provided unsecured loans of 10 trillion Vietnam dong to quickly solve unexpected loan needs of individuals, business households in the area. In the implementation of Resolution 55 of the government, commercial banks and credit institutions in Tây Ninh province continue to increase investment in some key programs in which capital for rural agriculture reached more than 22.5 trillion Vietnam dong, up 7% compared to the beginning of the year. For the year 2020, Tây Ninh commercial banking systems expected to continue ensuring credit sources for the development of production and business activities of enterprises and production households, more effectively implementing the Banking Business Connection Program, Tam Nông Program according to Decision 55 of the government. In addition, commercial banks also need to well manage foreign exchange in the area and interbank electronic payment operations, implement non-cash programs under the direction of Tây Ninh People's Committee. In order to ensure the safety of livestock and to meet market demand, in 2019, Tây Ninh agriculture continued to implement solutions and shift from small-scale animal husbandry to farms and concentrated family farms with biosecurity. Currently, the whole province has 1,467 farms and family farms, an increase of nearly 2.4% over the same period. There are 58 livestock farms that were granted VICAP certificates, including 28 chicken farms and 30 pig farms. The African swine fever epidemic has caused nearly 31,000 pigs with a total of 1,800 tons to be destroyed, affecting 1,850 households. In 2019, the proportion of animal husbandry accounts for 15.4% of the agricultural sector. The area of aquaculture is estimated at 775 hectares, reaching nearly 99% of the plan, up 4% over the same period. The total production of aquaculture reached 11,500 tons, and the domestic exploitation reached 3,500 tons. For the year 2020, Tây Ninh province determines to continue developing concentrated husbandry and large-scale farms, applying advanced science and technology in animal husbandry to increase production efficiency, ensure the environment, and develop a stable and sustainable livestock sector.
And that's all for the news of today. Thank you for joining us and see you more next time.